Why can't you choose your profession? Can you keep a secret? This is a secret. Come with me. It's not because you can't choose your profession. You don't choose because you know what will happen if you do. Opposite things. Most likely you tell yourself this: I haven't decided yet. I need to ask this. How many years have you been saying yet? 1 year? 2 years? 5 years? At some point the word yet stops being an answer, turns into a defense, but it doesn't defend your profession. Here's the question. Keep it in mind. Can you not choose your profession? Or are you afraid of the person you will become when you choose different things? The wrong question is this. You ask, what do I want to do? The answer to this question already exists. It always has. The problem isn't the question. The problem is this: what the answer will change. Accepting the answer means taking action, and taking action means being able to fail. It means risk. Risk threatens everything you feel safe in today. That's why you're not looking for an answer. You're asking a question. While asking, you haven't been defeated yet. When you were a child, there was something that flowed like clockwork. You did it even if no one told you to, without anyone watching, without anyone applauding. Remember, have you ever asked yourself what happened to it? I've noticed something in you. People who can't choose their profession are not people who don't know what they want. The opposite. They know. What they know is very heavy. What will people say if I do this? Can it be this simple? Can I really do this? Similar questions. They accumulate over the years. After a while, you're not even sure if you know what you want. What you want is still there, just beneath the anxiety, beneath too many questions. It will disturb. You won't want to hear it. Not being able to choose your profession is not a lack of knowledge. It's not a matter of courage either. It's a matter of identity. Not being able to answer the question, who am I? Because profession is not just what you do. Profession is the thing that tells you who you are when you wake up in the morning. Choosing who you are means letting go of all other identities. The maybe I'll be a doctor identity. The maybe I'll be an engineer identity. The maybe I'll be an artist identity. You don't want to let them go. Possibilities still make you possible, not reality. Possibilities. Ask yourself, what is it that keeps you safe? Does it make you feel safe, or just like you haven't lost yet? Remember, some people research for years, take every career test, watch every video, read every book. They can't choose a single thing. Inaction that looks like action. You say, I'm preparing and starting stand in the same place. Only one feels better.
Imagine it.
Night before sleep, you're scrolling on your phone. Someone is doing something, a video, project, a job. You pause, crosses your mind. I could have done this too. Just a second. Then you move on. You scroll past. That thought doesn't go away. That thought is your own voice. You silenced it. Again, how many times now? Is that moment familiar? If it is, you've understood this. The problem isn't that you don't know what you want to do. The problem is you haven't learned to take it seriously. You've gotten used to dismissing your own voice. You don't realize when you're doing something right. When you were a child, there was something. The thing you did without anyone watching. You didn't completely let it go. You just ignored it. It didn't end. It speaks a little louder every night. In your head. Why? Come with me. Why does an intelligent person dwell so long on a very clear question? There are 3 reasons. 3 reasons that exist in you. Before that, here's the question. You're still watching the video. Why? To look for an answer? Or because you already know the answer and you're waiting for someone else to see it too? Sometimes people search not to find the answer, but to hear that the answer is right. Opposite things. Come, let's figure out which one you're doing. You don't trust your own decision. I already said this. There's more. Your distrust of your own decision didn't start suddenly. It happened slowly. Once you asked, what will they say? Then again. Then it became a habit. Then it became instinct. Now before you think something, others speak in your mind. Before you speak. I've noticed this in people. They don't lose their own voice. They don't learn to hear it. There's an area inside you. You spend time. Hours pass without noticing. You don't call it work. You call it hobby. You call it killing time. You say you can't make money from this. At the same time, nothing else makes you that happy. This contradiction is very important. The first reason is this. Choosing is losing. Choosing a profession sounds nice. The mind reads it differently. Choosing one thing means losing everything. Saying I chose medicine means I didn't choose law. Saying I chose art means I took a risk. Saying I chose my own path means I'm not seeking approval. These losses hurt before they are experienced, because the mind doesn't distinguish between real loss and potential loss. It reads both as threat. That's why not choosing feels like holding all of them in your palm. If you say, I haven't chosen yet, you can still be a doctor, still an artist. Subscribe to my channel and find more content for yourself. Still an engineer, still everything. That feeling is very comfortable.
Imagine it.
There's an application form in front of you, or a registration link, or an email you're about to send. You reach out your hand. You pause. Something crosses your mind. What if there's something better? What if this is the wrong path? You close the form. You leave it for next week. When that week comes anew, what if there's something better arrives? You're still preparing. Still, I asked what keeps you safe. You see the answer. What keeps you safe are the possibilities you haven't lost yet. Not real, just possible. Illusion. To avoid losing possible things, you're giving up real things. The second reason is this. Saying I am this is dangerous. Choosing a profession is deeper than choosing a job. Choosing who you are. Saying I am this is a very big claim. Because if you say I am this, you are seen through that lens. You are perceived that way. Maybe you don't deserve that lens. Maybe you're not good enough. Maybe you will fail. Maybe those who said this isn't for you will be proven right. That possibility feels much easier than postponing the choice. If you haven't chosen, you haven't been wrong yet. If you haven't chosen, you're still potential. Being potential is safer than being real.
Imagine.
Someone asks, what do? You tell them. You feel something as you say it. A weight, as if what you've said isn't entirely you, or feels like it isn't. That night, before sleep, there's a voice inside. What do I actually want to do? The answer comes. It always comes. You don't accept it, because accepting that answer means accepting that today's answer is wrong. Accepting that is very heavy. The third reason is this: learning your own voice from others. Maybe you're not aware. When making decisions, you look more at how the other person feels than how you feel. You say, I'm going to do this. You wait. If they approve, you continue. If they show doubt, you start doubting too. This slowly silences your own voice, because when did your own voice ever speak? It was always an echo, always a sound returning from outside. When the echo falls silent, something inside falls silent too.
Imagine.
You want something. You truly want it. Before you say it, it crosses your mind. What will people say? A single sentence kills your excitement. Before you say it, before you do it, even just while thinking. You've gotten so used to this, you no longer notice when it happens. This isn't just in choosing a profession. It happens everywhere. In relationships. How will they see me if I say this? Should I be this open? In family. Will I disappoint them? Am I doing this for them? In friendships. Will they judge me? Am I this different? In daily decisions. Will this look ridiculous? Is this normal? Even when talking to yourself. Is this thought logical? Am I the one who's wrong? Everywhere the same voice. Everywhere the same hesitation. Everywhere the same maybe. While maybe never ends, everything freezes. Stops. Think. Your inability to choose your profession is not a lack of talent. Not a lack of knowledge. Not a lack of opportunity. Something about you. Something about you can be changed. For it to change, it first needs to be seen. For it to be seen first, it needs to be accepted. A change. Here's the question. Quite simple. Hard to answer. If no one was watching, what would you do? If no one was evaluating? If no one had approved? If no one admired? If no one judged? Just you. In that moment, what would you do? Most people say, I don't know to this question. They know. It's just that answering changes too much. The things you do because you're being watched eventually exhaust you. The energy comes from outside. When the outside changes, the energy ends. There's a different kind of feeling. No one is looking. No one is applauding. You continue. You get tired. That feeling seems like a small difference. 10 years later, it becomes everything. Maybe I'm going to say something you don't want to hear. Exactly what needs to be heard. Saying, I haven't decided yet is not an innocent postponement. It's an identity. Being someone who doesn't choose is a safe identity. As long as you say, I haven't decided yet, you haven't failed yet. Everything is still possible. You haven't been harmed yet. Not being harmed feels very comfortable. But not being harmed and being well are not the same thing. This difference becomes a very heavy burden over the years. I see something in you. You are intelligent. I know this. Intelligent people see the risk in every choice. Calculate the danger in every step. Find the disadvantage in every possibility. This intelligence sometimes protects you. Sometimes it freezes you, because the more you see, the more you hesitate. If the hesitation lasts too long, life decides for you. Not you. Life usually takes the decision it makes to the place you least considered. Let's go back to the beginning. Can you not choose your profession? Or are you afraid of who you will become when you choose? Now you see the answer. The second one. Always the second one. You don't know who you will become when you choose. Today's you is someone who doesn't choose. Someone who doesn't choose is someone who doesn't fail. Someone who doesn't fail is someone who is still potential. Being potential means standing still in one place, because if potential doesn't take action, it remains a wish. Here's the question. How much does that I haven't decided yet sentence really protect you? When you wake up in the morning, when you lie down at night, when you look at your phone, while watching someone's success and thinking, I could have done that too? Does it protect you, or does it just prevent you from being harmed? Not being harmed and being well are not the same thing. Not being able to choose your profession is not a character flaw, not a weakness. There are too many voices inside you. One says go. One says stop. One says maybe. One says, who do you think you are? You stand in the middle trying to listen to all of them at the same time. Listening to all voices at the same time is not possible. At some point, you need to make more room for one voice. That voice doesn't have to be the loudest voice, doesn't have to be the oldest voice, but it has to be the most honest voice. That voice is already there. Every night it's there. You just shut it out. At the beginning of the video, I said something. It's not that you don't know your profession. You don't choose because you know what will happen if you do. True. If you choose, you will change. If you choose, you won't have your current safe place. If you choose, you won't be able to say yet. If you choose, it will be real. Real can go either way. My final question is this. You already know the answer to this question because you watched this video. There was a reason to watch this video. From where you're sitting now, look 5 years ahead. If you were still saying, I haven't decided yet, how would you feel in that moment? You already know the answer. Knowing the answer also tells you what you need to do right now. One last thing. Not being able to choose your profession is not the problem on its own. There's something else underneath. Not choosing is a habit. This habit is not just in your profession. It's in every decision you make, in every relationship of yours. Every time you don't say yes, every time you don't say no. Where this habit comes from is a different story. That story is deeper than this talk. Why? Come with me. In my other video, I'm talking about you. Subscribe to my channel and find more content for yourself.